Okay, so let's talk about Benue State in Nigeria. You hear it called the food basket of the nation,
Right,
right?
it's the one. Huge agricultural output.
Yeah, I mean, over 75% of the workforce is in farming. They're leading producers of yam, soybeans.
And that massive Zaki BM international yam market.
Yeah.
One of the biggest in Africa, really.
Exactly. It sounds, incredibly rich, a land of abundance.
It does, on paper.
But there's the flip side. We're talking about some serious systemic challenges like unreliable electricity.
Oh, definitely. Big problem. I read something like a 22% distribution loss. Businesses, even breweries, have actually left because of it.
Wow. And then you've got poor roads making transport a nightmare, I imagine.
Exactly. And on top of that, the insecurity. The farmer-herder clashes. That really hits traditional business hard.
So that brings us to the core question for this deep dive. If you're an entrepreneur there in this place that's so rich but also so challenging, how do you actually build a business that lasts, that's resilient?
Well, what's really interesting, I think, is maybe looking away from trying to directly fix those physical infrastructure issues, at least initially,
Okay. Towards what then?
towards another often kind of overlooked asset, Benue's incredibly deep cultural heritage. We're thinking about something like a storybook catalyst.
A storybook catalyst. Explain that.
It's about using a digital platform to sort of leverage their amazing oral storytelling traditions, especially among the Tiv and Idoma people.
like the Kwagh-hir, the performance art.
Precisely. That combination of puppetry, dance, narration, or think about Tales of Alum, the trickster hare. These stories aren't just entertainment, they're central to identity. So the idea is to turn that into an economic engine.
Okay, that's a really different angle. So what's the specific digital tool here? You mentioned a platform.
Right. We need to be clear here. We're talking about Gemini Storybook. It's a specific feature inside the main Gemini app, not, other things with similar names.
Got it. Gemini Storybook. So what does it actually do? How does it work for an entrepreneur?
Okay, so the core thing is AI-powered content generation. Basically, you describe a story you want to tell.
Just describe it.
Yeah, in text. And the AI helps create it. An illustrated story usually around 10 pages. But here's the really key part, especially for Benue. You can upload your own files, photos, maybe documents. So imagine uploading pictures from your actual farm or of a family artifact.
Oh, okay. To personalize it?
Exactly. It shapes the text and the illustrations.
Yeah.
It makes the story uniquely yours. And then the output isn't just text. You can read it, sure, but it also has really good read-aloud narration.
That sounds important, given the oral tradition you mentioned.
Absolutely crucial,
Yeah.
especially if digital literacy varies. People can just listen. And for getting it out there, no complex website needed. Each storybook generates a simple public link.
A public link, so you can just share it.
Yep, share it easily on WhatsApp, Facebook, whatever people are using. It bypasses needing a physical shop or complex e-commerce.
Okay, right. Now I'm seeing the connection. So let's link this back directly. How does this help, say, someone in the agricultural sector dealing with those challenges we talked about?
Well, think about a farm-to-fable idea. An entrepreneur could create these little digital stories, illustrated, maybe using photos they uploaded.
Photos from their farm, or the Zaki Biome market, maybe?
Exactly. Tracing the journey of their yams, their soybeans, right from their field to the potential buyer. It's not just selling a yam anymore. It's selling its story, building trust, making that connection. You make the ordinary kind of extraordinary.
That's clever. And the cultural side, the Kwagh-hir stories, or Ilum the hare.
Huge potential there, too. You can digitize these traditional folktales, illustrate them, maybe adapting the Kwagh-hir style visually, and critically, use that read-aloud feature.
So it keeps the spoken element alive.
Precisely. It preserves the oral essence, but makes it accessible globally, or even for local schools. You're turning this priceless cultural heritage into a digital product, something resilient, something you can actually, monetize.
Okay, so let's circle back to the big hurdles. Unstable power, insecurity, bad roads. How does this digital story approach really genuinely help mitigate those?
It offers a strategic bypass, really. Unstable power, you can create content in batches. You're mainly using mobile devices, maybe charging when power is available. You don't need constant uptime like a factory.
Right, less dependency.
Much less. And insecurity, poor roads.
Right.
The digital-first model with those public links, it just removes the need for physical transport, physical storefronts almost entirely. Your market isn't blocked by a bad road or a security issue.
Your reach becomes global, potentially, or at least national instantly.
Exactly. And for that point about digital skills, The read aloud feature is key again. It makes the content accessible even if people aren't comfortable reading lots online or using complex interfaces. Listening is familiar.
So what we're really seeing here is that a tool like Gemini Storybook, it's a low-cost entry point, relatively low risk. It lets entrepreneurs take Benue's amazing cultural richness, its farming heritage, and transform it.
Yeah, into digital products, into revenue streams that are, well, more resilient to the physical world challenges.
It's a powerful concept, turning stories into assets.
And maybe that leaves you, our listener, with something to think about. Perhaps the future of economic growth in places like Benue isn't just about digging resources out of the ground. Maybe it's more about the smart, creative use of digital tools.
Tools that transform local culture, local narratives.
Exactly. Into assets that are scalable, powerful, and can reach anyone, anywhere. It's a different way of thinking about development.